Hey everyone, it's Will from Garage Built Athlete. Today I'm going to be doing a review of the Moduflex Custom Rigs Tactical Weight Vest. I'll put a link to the Moduflex site in the comments so you can check them out. So I picked this weight vest up. I've been looking for one for a while and I haven't pulled the trigger because a lot of the ones that I see are 150 pounds, 130 pounds. Then you've got to buy the plates that go along with them. Then you've got to pay for delivery. And like a lot of people out there, I don't want to be spending money unnecessarily. So a friend sent me a link to the Moduflex vest. It was £110 delivered. It came with the plates as well. So I thought, you know what, why not? I'm going to pull the trigger on it. I've had it for just under a week. Now I've used it a couple of times. So today, Memorial Day, I did Murph in it. It's the first time I've done Murph. It's the first proper workout I've done in a weight vest, so I haven't trained in them before. So this is like my first impression review. So as you can see, it's a really nice looking piece of kit. It's 500D nylon, so it's got some water resistance to it. And you basically pop the vest on. If you don't know, get it over my GDA snapback. I've taken all the weight out of it for this review because it's all down here. Pop the vest on, make sure it's nice and snug. It's fully adjustable, this one. But one thing I will say is it didn't come with any instructions as to how to adjust it. So I had to Google and YouTube and talk to some people about what to do. But once you're strapped in to the vest, in terms of fitting, you want to make sure that this top plate is round about your sternal notch, so just where your collarbone meets your throat, and that it's even front and back. If you have it nice and tight, it's not going to be jumping around when you've got weights in. And I would recommend that you fit the weight vest to yourself with the weight in, because the weight is going to pull this down. Cool. So, doing Murph in it today. I'll wait till I undo the Velcro. Doing Murph in it today, it was really comfortable. I say really comfortable, as comfortable as you can be, running a mile and doing all the pull-ups, push-ups and squats with 10 kilos strapped to you. I had it fitted just right, so it didn't jump around too much. Had a little bit of a rub on my neck to the side when I was on the second run. I could feel it starting to weigh down on me, more fatigue than anything else. And also on the pull-ups, when I'm reaching up to the pull-up bar, it's squeezing the straps into my neck a little bit. Maybe that's just something you have to get used to with weight vests, but to me it didn't feel massively comfortable around the neck at those points. Other than that though, it stayed really tight to my body, didn't shift about, and actually it was a lot better workout than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be horrific. So let me just tell you a couple of things that I wish I'd have known when I first bought this. And the first thing is how to get the actual plates in. So awesome that Moduflex are doing these 1.5 kilo plates when you buy the vest. So you get 6 of these. So in total, including the vest weight, you get 10 kilos. But this allows you to scale it. So even for female athletes, if you're doing sort of RX workouts with 7 kilos, or you want to do it with a little bit less weight, a little bit more weight, you want to scale up, you scale down. This amount of plates is going to allow you to do that, rather than just having 2 4.5 kilo plates in there. You get a bit of scalability with the Moduflex vest. So well done guys, I thought that was absolutely awesome. In terms of putting these plates in, counterintuitive to me, I assumed that they'd go in the top. It has got a pocket on the top, which is really useful, but it's not very deep. So today, for example, I put my phone in there, I had my wireless headphones on, I just popped the phone in the front of the vest, velcroed it down, and away I went. The Velcro on this thing is super strong, so if you're trying to get in and out of a vest in a hurry, there's a lot of Velcro to deal with. But once you get the hang of it, you know what you're doing. So let me just show you how you put the plates in front and back. On the front of the vest, you've got these 2 tabs. You want to pull this up and get these suckers out of the way, because they're going to get on your nerves. So if you fold them over, stick them to the webbing, then that's not going to get on your nerves too much. You've got this little tab down here where you can see, if I give it a rip, that opens up another pouch down the bottom. If I open this all the way up, and I'm going to pull out some of these safety straps. So you've basically got 3 elements of safety in here. You've got 2 straps which are going to secure the plate in place. and then you've got a big fold over tab which is going to lock the whole lot in. So make sure that the Velcro is all done and separated inside. I'm just going to put one plate in for now because I'm tired. So you pop the plate in and you make sure you get it right to the top. Give it a good shake. That's upside down, by the way. Give it a good shake upside down. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take these Velcro straps. So you've got the Velcro on that end. You've got a big strap on here. Might be a touch too long because there's a little bit of spare up the end, but it still works really, really well. So cover that up with your hand so it doesn't get stuck on the way in. You're going to feel right to the top of the vest and you're going to plant it in there. And as you pull out, just press down the vest with your other hand. And you're going to do exactly the same on the other side. Put your hand over the Velcro so it doesn't get stuck. Get it as far up to the top of the vest as you can. Find the Velcro up there and then push down as you take your hand out. Okay. So hopefully you'll be able to see that the plate has now got these straps. So one element of safety in there. The next part is this big Velcro strap. So we're going to do a very similar thing. It's a bit harder to cover all the Velcro up with your hand. We're going to try and stuff that as far as we can up the top. So it's really snug on that plate. And then we're going to seal that whole lot down. Then you've got last bit, the Velcro seal at the bottom. That's the plate in there. You give it a shake. That's not coming out. The last thing you want is that coming out and smashing you in the feet or the knees or whatever you're doing. Face if you're upside down, I don't know. And then I'm going to leave that open for now, and then I'm going to show you how to get the webbing attached. So we're going to do the same on the back. So you've got these tabs on the back, lift them, swap it over, get these out of the way. You can see we've got some adjustable straps on the webbing in the back. We don't need to mess around with those for the plate, but you will need to adjust those if you're getting your fitting right. So you've got very similar on the back, pouch, reach in around this sucker, get this out of the way. See what I mean with the Velcro? There's Velcro everywhere, and Velcro help. Open up that inner flap, you've got your two straps that come out, grab your plates, however much you need, pop it right the way down, give it a good shake, make sure they're in there, and the same thing, cover it up, the Velcro strap, push it up as far as you can get, and then as you come out, push it down. Same with the next one, cover it up with your hand, stops it getting stuck on the way in. Push it down the next one, and then your big secure strap then goes right the way over the top of the plate, pushes down, nice and secure. Again, I've got this bottom flap open at the minute. If I turn that upside down, the plate's not coming out. That's what you want. Then you've got this last lip just here to secure that plate in nice and tight. Then the final tabs go over and lock in underneath. Cool? So now if you've adjusted the vest and you've got all your plates in, you're ready to rock, throw it over. You've got your front Velcro pouch nice and open already. It's out of the way, it's not going to get caught on anything whilst you're trying to strap up. And you get it nice and tight. And your webbing, pull those tabs, seal it over, and secure that on the bottom. And that is your plates in and your vest on. So, now we're done that, we want to make sure the fit is right. So in here, you'll see this piece of wire. This comes off the top. It's almost like a quick release. Get these plates out of the way so I don't smash them on my toes. If your weight vest isn't right, so it's not sitting at the top of your sternal notch, you might want to have it around the bottom of the the vest on your belly button area, something like that. So when you squat, it's not going to bump into your thighs, quads. If you've got big quads, you're going to need to have it higher. I'm okay. So to release these, what we're going to do, we're going to take these straps off the shoulders, and in here you'll see the adjustable part of the vest. So it's the same both sides. Okay. You'll see that this front portion of the vest is almost sewn in to the back portion using the wire. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is going to try and release that nice and quick by giving it a good pull. And your wire's out. Don't worry about that. That goes back in. It's fine. Having not known this or used a weight vest before, I was quite nervous doing it the first time. But now you'll see those straps completely pull away. Okay. Cool. So once you've found a comfortable position, you might need to play around with this a little bit just to get it right. But once you've found you there, I know where mine is. I sort of lined it up earlier on, which is a good news for doing Murph because it's a long workout for me. What you want to do, when you've got it all adjusted, you can move these up and down. If you're really tall, you can find the best place for them. If you're shorter, you can move them up. We're going to put this back on the front again. You can do it on the outside, it sits there, alright, it'll be on the inside. There's a Velcro part here. You can also see there's some nice cushioning on the inside, so when you're running, you don't feel that slamming against you too much. We're just going to line up where we want these shoulder pads, straps, and you're going to thread the first one through. And then what that does is, it goes through the first one and out the back. And then you'll see in here, you've got some, I don't know what these are, loops I'll call them. Loops that you're just going to start threading your wire through. So it goes through the back, boom, back out the front, and that starts sewing it together. Yeah, over the top of that one. Once you get the hang of it, you can get it done quite quick. Obviously I haven't got the hang of it, but it's maybe a 5-10 minute job. Like I say, you have to have a play around with it to get the fit right for yourself. As it comes out of the box, it's just set at one length, but they're fully adjustable. So I'm going to thread that back through. I'll just show you on one side. I won't make you watch me struggle do the other side as well. Okay, so we're just threading through. That then pops over the top. You can push all this padding, secure that back. But again, nice strong Velcro all the way along, so that's not coming apart anytime soon, hopefully. There is then a channel on each side of the vest, so there's a hole here and there's a hole here where this spare bit of wire is going to go and get out of the way nicely for you, because the last thing you want is that thing whipping around in your face. So the wire is, it's almost like a speed rope wire. It's like steel with the nylon inside. I'll try and get this right on the first time. This is where I struggled before. Again, a little lesson, there's a loop in here, you've got to get it in the loop, otherwise it goes around the back of the vest and you lose it. So the wire's gone all the way down that channel, and you'll find it here. So whilst you're here, if you need the waist adjusted, so if you're slimmer or bigger, these webbing straps are completely adjustable as well. So they've got loops in each section, so you can make it smaller or larger. If you need to go out, you know, it comes all the way out to there. That's the biggest setting if you're a big dog. If you're teeny like me, have it quite tight and quite small. I liked it quite tight, didn't like it bouncing around. So you just thread the wire through the webbing loop. One. Then there's some loops just here, the back of the vest. Two. Get the next one on the webbing. Three. Into the vest. Oh, we're getting all fiddly now. Four. Five. And then at the very bottom here, there's again a really small channel here where this last bit of wire is going to get tucked up and hidden away, out of the way. So it's not going to be flapping around, it's going to be nice and secure in there. And then you give it a good pull on the webbing. You do both sides obviously, I'll do mine the other bit in a bit. Lock that all in. So both sides will be done. And you're ready to rock. So, first impressions, I'm really impressed. I know you can get sort of budget versions of weight vests. I mean, you see a lot of people doing homemade weight vests. They're strapping 10 kilo plates to their back with a resistance band and having a really bad time. But for me, it's not a budget model. It's not, you know, the top end. It is sort of mid-range, and you see a lot of different companies sort of putting these vests out there. They put their own badging on, they put their own logos on. But I'm actually really happy with this one. I'm really impressed with what Moduflex custom rigs have produced. I'll get some patches on there as well, make it a little bit more exciting for myself. But yeah, I just thought it was a really nice vest to start off with. I'm hoping it's going to last me a while. You know, I don't have £110 to throw around all the time for weight vests, so I'll do another review in 3 months, 6 months, see how it's holding up. Hopefully it'll be really good. And yeah, so go check out Moduflex Custom Rigs if you want to have a look at some vests. There's many more places out there. We're not sponsored by anybody yet, and yeah, I'm gonna hopefully have this one for a while. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the little tutorial and bearing with me. If you like what you see, drop us a comment, get in touch. You can follow the page at GarageBit Athlete on Instagram. We'll also get some more content onto YouTube as well. And yeah. Hope to see you all training in the garages or anywhere. It's time. Let's go.